Before kingdoms rose, before the light of the sun and moon, there was one people who stood closest to the light, the Vanyar, first to awaken, first to see the two trees, and first to be called the High Elves. Welcome back to Nerdpost 27. In our last episode, we followed the great journey and saw how the elves divided into 3 kindreds. Today, we follow the Vanyar, the smallest yet most revered of all the Eldar. The Vanyar were among the first elves to awaken at Cuiviénen. They were tall, fair-haired, and clear-eyed. Their name means the fair, not for vanity, but for the light that seemed to dwell within them. Led by Ingwë, they followed Orome without hesitation, drawn westward by the promise of beauty. Ingwë, their lord, became High King of all the elves. He dwelt in Valinor beside Manwë and never returned to Middle-earth. Ingwë's presence in Aman gave the Vanyar a unique bond to the Valar, especially to Manwë and Vada, the Lady of the Stars. The Vanyar spoke the earliest form of Quenya, a tongue pure and close to the speech of the Valar. They were poets, singers, and lore-keepers. Unlike the Noldor, they sought no mastery over craft or jewels. Their art was the shaping of words and song. The Vanyar settled close to Taniquetil, dwelling in harmony with the Valar. They saw the rising of Telperion and Laurelin each day, and their hearts were filled with devotion. It is said that they sang for Manwë upon the slopes of his mountain, and for Vada beneath the stars. The Vanyar were few in number, and kept apart from the strife of other kindreds. They admired the Noldor's skill, and cherished the Teleri's songs, but they did not involve themselves in the rivalries of Middle-earth. Their path was peace. When Melkor was released from his chains, the Vanyar did not trust him. They were untouched by his lies. And so, when the Noldor rose in rebellion, the Vanyar stayed by the side of the Valar. They did not take part in the exile. For ages, the Vanyar remained in Valinor. But in the War of Wrath, at the end of the First Age, they marched once more, this time beside the hosts of the Valar, to end Morgoth's dominion forever. The Vanyar never returned to Middle-earth. They remain in Aman, the closest of all elves to the Valar. In song, they are remembered as the purest of the firstborn, a people of light, untouched by shadow. In the next episode, we turn to the Noldor, great in craft, fierce in pride, and fated for tragedy. Thank you for watching Nerdpost 27. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the first kindred, leave a like, subscribe, and join us as we follow the legacy of the elves through the ages.